Hey everyone, it's Scott. Listen, while you're sitting down having your Taco Tuesday, go follow us on our social media at Instagram and Facebook at Comedy Food Truck. And then when you're done with that, head on over to the YouTube channel and subscribe to that. And hey, you know what? Cooler weather is coming. Next week it's supposed to be 90, so sweater weather is on its way. Enjoy the show.
Scott. You're listening to the Comedy Food Truck Podcast. We talk life, food, relationships, and have fun with all of it. And now here's your host, comedian John Hill.
Hey, everybody. Wow. Welcome back to another episode of the Comedy Food Truck Podcast. I am your host, Johan Hillis.
Scott, stop it.
Scott, stop it.
Yo, mama.
Scott's making inappropriate impressions before the show. He's got that one down, though. Welcome to the show, y'all.
Y'all.
It's going to be a good show. It's a good show because we have a good team. First on that team to my left, Mr. Jared. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, John. Thank you.
Doing great.
How are you?
I'm always good, and thank you for asking because nobody ever does.
I know.
That's
what
okay.
the heck? 143 episodes, never asked.
Yeah, you know, people figure. He's so far gone. It's not even worth asking him.
We don't care how
It's not
John
even
is.
worth asking him how he's doing. We're just making him lie.
What is this?
He'll tell us he's fine, but everybody know he's a mess. Scott's on the show. What's up, Scott?
Hey, how you doing? I'm good.
Good, man. I've decided that, you know, they have lots of different clothing styles, you know, and I think you should be one because the Scott Herring is Scott H, which is Scoth. Not to be confused with goth.
Scott.
Scoth.
Okay.
Scott.
I dress goth.
That'll work.
No, I dress scoff. That means I wear Marvel
That'll work.
T-shirts and blue jeans and flip-flops.
And chippy pins.
And chippy pins.
And chippy pins. There you
Right,
go. Throw in
right.
some suspenders in there.
Some suspenders. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know about the suspenders, bro. Was I thinking of something different? No, I'm
I
sorry.
was goofing off with Ray. We have our
No, I
own
know.
side thing going.
No, I know. Suspenders and then big. I see that. That is disturbing. And then I think Scott, the element of your signature style that sticks out the most is the suspenders that you match. You know, you pair with matching chaps. Right?
Oh boy.
It's better
That's
when
a
you
good
wear
one.
your
That'd be
jeans and you don't just wear the chaps, but it's a good style. It's a good look.
Oof. I would have to try that out like for a Halloween costume and see the kind of response before it went,
think
to
so,
the
too.
designers.
And I would say to you that if you go in Orange County with just suspenders and chaps around all them kids, I'll be the first to bail you out of jail.
Mr. Herring, where's the back of those? You seem to be split down the middle.
I know
It's in there amongst the weeds.
I know it's a tough. What'd you say?
Weave.
A weave? Wow. I don't think that's
I
where
said
they
it's
put
in
a
there
weave.
amongst the weeds.
Oh, the
Oh,
weeds.
the weeds. I'm like, I don't think that's where they put a weave. I'm not sure that's where a weave goes.
A weave.
I braided it.
Yeah,
I braided it.
I braided
to
it out.
cover it up.
How'd you do that? What kind of yoga position do you have to get into to braid there?
It's like a French braid.
They even invented that yoga position.
Closes it right up like a zipper.
Yep. That's funny. It's unbelievable. Scott got more extensions than Sears Credit.
Oh my
Look at
gosh.
That's funny, man. Wow. Yeah, but, you know, yeah, just suspenders and chaps, that would probably land you in jail on Halloween.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you for being on the show, Scott. And also, Ray. It always feels like the show stops at Scott, and then we have a bunch of laughs, and then we come back to Ray. And we have to bring this show back to adult level.
Like an afterthought.
No, not an afterthought. You're like, what's that in the emulsifier? You're the one that settles it all down and
You're the
brings
mustard
it
in
together.
our dressing.
Right. Yeah.
The emulsifier.
Yeah. You're the cracked egg in our cake batter. You just emulsify it all. Just bring it all together.
Just a cracked egg.
Yeah.
That's it, man. That's good. Yes.
And
Yeah.
a carton of a dozen, I'm the cracked egg.
Actually, you're just the egg. Scott's the crack. And then, yeah, that's funny.
You're the yolk in my mayonnaise.
That's
Wow.
man. That's my mayonnaise.
Would you call that like a?
Not my mayonnaise. My mayonnaise.
You call that like a?
That's a mayonnaise.
Like a
The mayonnaise.
Yeah, that's
is that like a? Is that like a busket weave?
yeah? It's a. I don't know what a
Speak
mayonnaise
slowly
is.
and enunciate.
Yeah, no, it's all right. Sounds like one of those concerts where you raise money for stuff. It's mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Trying to raise some money for some men. We're raising. Here we are, mayonnaise. Thanks for joining us. Your money's helping to deliver several men. Mayonnaise. Anyway, so Jared is going to take the show today. You have a really cool topic, so let us know where we're heading with our time today before somebody gets to work and has to turn us off.
I figure most of us like movies.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Yes. Scott, you like movies? Movies about gladiators?
Don't watch a lot of them, but yeah.
Scott is one of those guys.
I like movies about gladiators.
Scott's one of those guys that you could say most of us and just be talking about Scott. All the personalities he's got inside of him. Most of us. Scott's like, hold on, let me check. Do we like movies? Yes, we do.
Survey says. Oh my god.
Okay, so we're going to be talking. We like to do this on the show a lot. We do like movies. We talk a lot about the entertainment industry.
Movies.
So
we like movies.
Here's an angle we've never talked about. The 20 highest grossing actresses by genre.
Okay, so the highest. So these are
It's four categories.
grossing, not highest paid. These are the actors and actresses who, when they're in movies, their movies make the most money.
Correct.
Is that kind of how it works?
Oh.
Which then, by definition, means they're probably the highest paid.
So they're the draw.
people-
They're the biggest draw.
They're a big
Yeah.
draw.
Yeah. Okay.
So they're going to get paid a lot, I would think, because people want them in their movies. And this is according to what year?
This is actually
Or is
from
it-
last month.
But is it
up to last month? So I will say this though.
from when? Like, is it historically or is it
It's historically, but I will say that they
earlier actors didn't make as much?
didn't really make much money
because the movies didn't cost that much.
Right, exactly. So you're looking at
Some of this might be weighted by the fact that movies have gotten more expensive.
yeah. Okay. I believe so. Yeah, because most of them, I would say, I believe all of them are probably still active.
Sure.
So I'll give you that. So
Okay.
you're not looking at like Humphrey Bogart and people like that.
Yeah. That takes Charlton Heston off my guest list.
So I figured I'll just throw out the genre and you see if you can guess. There's 5 only in each genre.
Oh. Oh, okay. So, they broke them down to genres.
Yeah.
Genre.
Goodness.
Genres.
Genre. Yes.
Genre.
Genres. Some
So-
genres.
We will start with horror
Oh.
and see if you can guess because horror movies typically
It's a little
don't make a
tricky.
lot of money.
Yeah, tricky. Yeah, but it's the highest grossing horror movies.
So it's based on the
Right.
actor.
I would say the actor whose movies have made the most.
Right, whose horror movies have made the most
Oh, wow.
money.
actor or actress.
Wow.
Whose horror movies have made the most money.
Yeah.
And these are actors, not like directors, writers, whatever.
Correct.
I mean, unless they directed the film they starred in. But,
Right.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Horror
they may
movies-
not have been the main star. They just may have
Right.
been in the movie.
In the movie. Some of this, though, is a little tricky because how you define horror. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a little tricky.
I would say anything that's
I mean, it's a big genre now.
suspenseful, like The Quiet Place.
Yeah. Oh, those count as horror?
Conjuring
Because
movies.
you just said those are suspense. Those aren't horror.
Yeah, so that would be in that genre.
Horror.
To me, horror is like
Horror.
starter movies. Yeah, startle movies with a lot of gore in them.
Yeah.
What you're talking about are movies I can actually dig,
Yeah,
which
like
are more
Signs.
suspenseful.
I would say most where the predominant emotion is fear.
I gotcha, but yeah, I've always disagreed with these lists and how they characterize
How
it.
far back are we talking?
Well, far enough that they have to make enough money for the.
I would just
movies
to
they
say,
do.
and I will say that one of these people, or two of these people, I don't even know who they are. One of them I was shocked was even on this list.
So is this a cumulative thing, meaning
Yes.
like all the movies they've made that
All
are in
the
this
movies they've
genre?
made.
Oh.
Not one. It could be one movie could have made more than any other of them all combined.
Yeah.
But okay, gotcha.
I got one.
Wow. Okay.
You got one?
Sigourney Weaver.
She's not on here.
Interesting.
Too old.
I'm thinking the
I
Alien
got one. I
franchise.
I think it's too old though
That's
to
what you think,
have made
Scott?
enough money.
That's why I see how far back.
Yeah, but that's a good guess.
What do you
I
think,
like
Scott?
that guess.
Robert Englund.
Ooh.
Good call, but
Freddie.
no, he's not on
No,
here.
not Freddie.
Again, that's kind of older. I don't know if they made enough money.
Yeah, he's Freddie.
Freddie. Yeah, Freddie. Yeah.
Who are some of the stars? You know, the movies that made a lot of money have been those. I can't think of it. It's the one where every year they kill anybody they want.
Oh,
What's the name of that movie?
The Purge.
The Purge.
okay.
Is there any particular actor in those? I don't remember.
I've never seen him, so I couldn't tell.
Or
It
what
could be
about-
that one of these people on here that may have been from
Are
that.
any
I
of
just
these
don't know.
Are any of these movies related to like alien activity? I don't know if there's any alien horror movies.
How about
Possibly, yeah.
Brad Pitt?
It's not on
I
here.
just don't think World War Z counts as a horror movie.
I would say 3 of these people are like A-list.
Are they really?
2 of them
Wow.
maybe. I just don't know who they are.
Wow.
I'd have to think of horror movies because it's really not my genre, so I don't
Right,
watch a
right,
lot of them.
Right. I'm thinking
Well,
of
I'll give you,
trailers.
I'll give you one because I don't think you'll get it, and she's number
Tell
5.
me the movie. Tell me the movie.
I don't even know
Oh.
the movie, to be honest with you.
All right.
I can't think of the name of it, so I'll just give it. It's Michelle Pfeiffer's number 5
What Lies
on this
Beneath?
list. That's the movie I was trying to think of. Yeah,
No, that cannot be the movie that made the most
I
money.
don't think so, but
She's
based
had
on
to have
her,
been in something else.
Stuff
that's,
she's
that's
been
what
in.
I'm trying to think of. But
I know she was in a
She's
couple. She
been
played
in
some
some
bad people in
yeah,
like
she's-
Disney type movies.
Yeah.
I don't think that counts as horror
I
though.
don't think so.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
something she was in recently though that I think might have been big.
Yeah.
I just can't think of it. But she was an older person though. You
Her
know,
movies have grossed $381.8 million in the horror genre.
I'd have to. They don't list which movies
No,
those
unfortunately,
are.
they don't.
What kind of
Crazy.
list is this?
I know.
If it doesn't even show us.
John
What
is
movies
John
we're
is
talking
upset
about?
with the list.
I mean, is Scarface horror? I mean, what is that? You
Maybe.
know? Tequila Sunrise. That's
Apocalypse
funny.
Now.
Right? Yeah.
Full Metal
Okay.
Jacket, yeah.
Horror.
Wow.
I'm really struggling just to think of a horror movie so that I
Yeah.
can then identify an actor because
And
that's
I
how
would-
little I watch this genre.
I would probably think franchises or
Jamie Lee
movies,
Curtis.
movies that had sequels.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's who came to my mind.
But see, like
It's
her
too
movies
old.
are all
They're so old.
It's
they
too
didn't
old.
make that much.
Yeah.
What about the Scream movies like Nev Campbell or
Yeah, who's in those? Yeah.
Nev Campbell?
Courtney
And then
Cox,
Courtney
David Arquette.
Cox. Yeah. And were they in anything else
Right.
that was horror that might separate them because they would have
But I'm thinking of
Probably
franchises, like you're saying.
all made the same amount of money?
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
well, the movies all made the same amount, so if they were in it or not.
I think this will probably be our hardest category. So we should get past
there's
this.
no doubt in my mind. I can't even think.
Scott,
How
you got
about-
any ideas? Anything?
Any movies you can give us
Um,
clues? Maybe we can think of the actor in a movie. That might
I was
help.
going to say, is it Ari Lehman from Halloween?
No.
Oh, yeah, you guys.
No.
I think those movies are
Yeah.
too old.
So you're doing like me. You're going
I'm trying
too
to
far
think
back,
of
yeah.
good horror franchises now.
Right. I
Like,
can't think of it.
what about zombie movies?
That's what I was thinking of World War Z, but
Well,
no.
but I'm
Are
talking
there
about ones
any-
that's a franchise.
Yeah.
They have obviously
Like
Day of the
Zombieland or whatever.
Yeah,
Those aren't. I don't think they're on.
Or, but that's not to me even horror. To be honest with you, that's a little campy. Some
All
of that
right,
stuff.
let's just
Yeah.
get past this.
Oh no! What about?
What about?
No, there's all those ones with it's like the one with the Japanese girl shows up and scares you, or what's the other one? There's a couple of them I know that have been franchises lately. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't want to take all day on this, but
That's okay.
there's other people who love horror that know this.
So I'll read up the list from 5. We said Michelle Pfeiffer.
What about movies? Can you name any movies that we can maybe guess?
Well, if I give you one, it'll give it away.
That's all right.
Quiet Place.
Well, you said that, so I stayed away because you said
Oh,
it, so I didn't want to be in there.
Blunt. Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt. She is number 4.
But she's
Yeah.
been in something else. I don't think that's big enough by itself, but I have to hear the other names.
Yeah. Well, she did 2 of those. So who
Well, I
Right.
know, but
hers total 410 million.
Wow.
yeah. Well,
Um,
maybe those two movies.
the other guy, I know he's been in a lot, and he's a big name. He's Scottish, I believe.
Scottish. Oh, that doesn't help me with the Scottish piece because I get confused.
He was
between
in.
all three.
He was in the first
Scottish,
Chronicles of
I
Narnia movie too.
Was he? Oh, what, that McAvoy guy?
That's him, James McAvoy. 466 million.
What
Wow.
horror movies has he been in?
Split, Glass.
That's what counts as horror?
Yeah.
I don't think it is. Do you guys
I'm
think
just
that's
saying
horror?
that's what
That's a
they classify.
comic book.
Suspense thriller
They
type
were
stuff.
comic book movies.
Yeah.
They're based on a comic book.
Yeah. So I don't know. I know he's done a lot of other stuff that's similar to that, but I
Okay.
don't know.
That's a comic book franchise.
All right, moving on.
That's
The
like
other-
saying Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool was horror.
It was.
It wasn't.
The other
Look
two
at
may be
that
really
one.
famous. I just don't know who they are. Vera Farmiga, is that her name?
That's
Vera, I should say.
she was just in. I don't know what she was in that counts as horror, but she was just in. I just saw her in a movie and I can't think of it. But anyway, she was in one of the King Kong Godzilla movies. I know that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then something
Maybe
else.
they counted those as horror. I don't know.
No. There was something else she was in that was probably horror, but go
With the
ahead.
Godzilla versus Kong.
It was one of those. Yeah,
Okay.
it was. Yeah, it might have been Godzilla versus.
She's
Kong.
probably someone I've seen
What's the
before.
last name?
It's like Farm, Farmiga.
You'll see her. You'll know her. You've seen her in movies if you see
Okay,
her.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
And then number 1 was Patrick Wilson.
Really?
Yeah, I think The Conjuring, maybe.
Was he in The Conjuring? Patrick
Yeah, I
Wilson.
guess they both were in the Conjuring franchises.
Well, that must have been the thing that made the money.
because they had a lot of them.
See, I don't even know what The Conjuring is. I didn't even know they were in it.
636 million.
Oh.
Didn't even know they were in it. He was
Okay,
probably in
hang
something
on.
else, though.
Hang on. Going back to Vera real quick.
Yeah.
The Conjuring, The Conjuring, The Conjuring.
Sure.
Bates Motel, Orphan, The Nun.
Oh,
so
yeah.
she's been in
okay.
a few.
Yeah.
She's made
So that's
Look
like
up Patrick Wilson. I want to know what else he was in besides The Conjuring that counts as horror. He was in Aquaman.
Was he? I never saw that.
He was the guy who was the
Patrick
brother.
Wilson?
Yeah, Patrick Wilson. He was also in Patrick. What's that one movie? There was another comic book movie, The Watchman.
Okay.
He was in that. He's been in he was also in
this guy.
Oh no, that was somebody else.
Oh, same movies.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
he was with her in that
Yeah.
movie.
All the Conjurings, Moonfall.
Moonfall.
Yeah.
That's not a horror. That was a space film.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, I guess it could be, but
Insidious.
Insidious was definitely
1 and 2.
probably horror. Okay,
Yeah.
well there you go. All right.
Phantom of the Opera.
I just admit that's not my genre.
Anyways,
'cause I don't know.
moving
Yeah.
on. So I'll keep this up so I can look people up as we're
But see,
going
they
on.
had to be in 5 or 6 movies.
I'll get filmographies that way. Go.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up is romance, and I will tell you there are 3 male and 2 female actors.
Sandra Bullock.
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts is number 1, $1.24 billion.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, that was an easy.
Julia Roberts.
Julia
yeah.
Roberts. Sandra Bullock.
I got one.
She's not
Jennifer
on here.
Lopez.
What do you think, Scott?
I'm trying to guess the other
Jennifer
girl.
Aniston.
Not on here.
Wow.
And Lopez isn't either?
No.
I'm going through all the Jennifers.
Who
Garner.
makes a lot
Nope.
of romance movies?
Romance movies. I'm trying to just think. Okay, guys. There's what's his name? The guy that played the Hulk, but also the other guy.
Oh, Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah.
He's not on here,
No,
but I know
and,
why
and
you
then
say
the other
that.
dude is I just saw him again in another one. The dude that played Ant-Man.
Oh, Paul Rudd?
Yeah,
No,
it sounds
not on
weird,
here.
but they're in a ton of romance movies. I'm surprised.
But
it's not
you're on the right path with like
it's that whole group.
all three of the guys, actually the other girl too, or woman I should say, are all
Marvel people. Scarlett.
Patrick Dempsey.
Patrick Dempsey. You digging deep for
No.
that.
Yep.
They're all currently active in like A-list movies.
Right. Denzel. No, he's not a romance
Ryan
guy.
Reynolds.
No, man,
I thought
Interesting.
that, but then he hasn't really been in, unless they're counting things like Deadpool's romance. But The Rock hasn't been in a lot of romance movies.
Hugh Jackman.
Nope.
No.
Oh yeah, that's a good guess.
British guy.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No. Okay.
No British dudes.
That's probably too far back.
What about the Chris's? Chris Pine, Chris whatever, Chris. There's 3 Chris's that I. Hemsworth, Chris. What's the other guy? Pine and the last guy that played Star Trek.
None of them.
Not a lot of romance.
Adam Sandler.
No.
He's been in more romance movies
Yeah.
than romantic than you might think.
Comedy
Yeah.
romance.
I
I
would've
mean,
thought
honestly,
Drew Barrymore
Wedding
would've been-
Crasher.
Yeah.
Wedding Singer.
Not Wedding Swing Singer. Sorry.
51st
Oh,
Dates.
but Owen Wilson.
Ooh.
Owen Wilson is number 4.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, he's in a lot. That's a guy that's in a lot of romance. It seemed like all his movies are like that.
Yeah.
I don't know
How
about,
about Matthew
his brother.
McConaughey?
I was gonna say that's a good
No.
one. Yeah.
And I would say I wouldn't necessarily classify romance as rom-com either,
Okay.
because some of them have been pretty serious
Oh.
Really?
actors in serious movies. I know
Right.
one for sure. Number 3
Uh-huh.
is in probably the sappiest romance ever.
Ugh.
Really? What's the sappiest romance?
Tom Hanks.
Bride? Princess Bride?
That's cheesy. It's not sappy.
Oh.
Yeah, Tom Hanks might be just older, but he was in a ton early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But probably, and Tom Cruise too, but not really more recently. You said he was in one of the sappiest romance movies. What, that one with the Notebook?
That's it. Yep.
What's it? Who's the star of that? I never saw the movie.
Bradley Cooper.
Oh, Cooper.
I was gonna say
Oh,
Bradley
yeah, he
Cooper.
was in a lot of romance.
He is,
movies.
he is
You're
number
right.
3.
He does
Wow.
play in a lot of romance.
So you got number 5 still is a male, and number 2 is a female.
Jack Black.
Not
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Saving Silverman was quite the rom-com.
Hey,
That's a good movie.
I thought Nacho Libre was pretty romantic.
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
Is that the girl or the guy? I'm trying to think of the girl because I feel like that's easier.
She's probably the most famous, one of the most famous actresses ever.
It's not Meryl Streep.
It is Meryl Streep.
You're kidding
Holy
me.
smokes.
About $1.04 billion.
Wow.
Billion with a B.
That's why I said don't think rom-com, because
Holy
she's...
smokes.
Well, no, not calm, but she is in a lot of romance.
But that's
She is.
total.
And
yeah.
It's
and
not
again,
always the
she's
romantic.
she's got a long career.
player.
So
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Don't mistake these for the lead actor in the
Right,
movies. I'm
right,
just saying
right,
they're in these movies, because some
Absolutely.
of these people may had bit parts and they made a ton of money.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Well, the
Who's the
movie
guy?
made a ton of money. This is
Right.
about the movie
Yes.
making a ton of money, not them. They might have got paid rack.
Right.
Right.
But the movie made a lot of money.
Who's the guy? Who's the guy?
Or a movie that he would, maybe one that wouldn't give it away. He's not in the lead role. But I'm thinking still.
Let me think.
I'm still trying to think through different actors who've been in romance movies. God, I feel like I named
trying to
all
think
kinds.
of one that he was.
It's a white guy, I'm assuming.
Because if I give it, he was the lead in pretty much
and
every
he's
one
a
he
white
was
guy,
in.
right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Ben Stiller.
It is Ben
Oh, there
Stiller.
you go.
Yeah.
What?
Good call.
Yep.
Wow.
Right out your New York behind. That is great. I love that. That was a great one.
Right through your chest.
No, but as soon as you said it, it made total sense. He's like Adam Sandler.
Yep.
Yeah.
It just, for whatever reason, I guess Adam's movies didn't make as much money as Ben's, but
He
they're
just
in
made
the,
a ton of them.
Yeah.
Wow. Exactly. Yeah. Just.
Yep.
And not always the lead role.
Along Came Polly.
Right, but not always the lead.
Heartbreak Kid.
Interesting.
You know, the other guy that's in a lot of those type of movies, but
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
Yeah. Jeremy Piven. Mm-hmm. But he's never the lead. Like, he's just always the little cantankerous kind of
Interesting.
knucklehead. Yeah.
We're running out of time, but you want to do action or comedy next?
Ooh.
Either one. We could extend the episode a little bit for
Okay.
this. This is kind of interesting, I think.
So do whatever's next. Yeah.
Okay, let's go action.
Doo-doo.
Let's go action. You've got
you-
3 male and 2 female.
Did you say doo-doo?
Well, I'm sure
said do-do.
The Rock is one of them.
The Rock is not on here.
Wow. For action?
Samuel Jackson.
Oh,
Samuel Jackson is number 1.
Yeah, he's been doing it forever.
$18.93 billion.
Yeah, he's been doing it
yeah.
forever.
Bruce Willis.
Is not on here.
Wow. But Tom Cruise not on there?
I guess rentals don't count.
Tom
'Cause
Cruise?
Die Hard's like the most rented movie ever.
Right,
Tom
right.
Cruise is not on here either.
Okay.
Wow.
That surprises me because most of
Action.
his is
He doesn't
Action,
do
action,
enough.
action.
He
Right.
makes big money,
Yeah,
but he doesn't do
yeah.
enough.
Do enough action movies.
Like
This is-
Samuel's in everything.
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
action.
really.
Just
That's why I
action.
thought The Rock might have gotten close, but I guess
Jason
not.
Statham.
No, these-
His don't make enough.
I wonder if those guys exactly. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
His-
Stallone's old.
These are like the
Hasn't been
stuff we would go see on a weekend or
Right.
rent when it
What
comes
about?
out.
I don't know if it counts as action, but
I got one.
is he too old?
Go, Scott.
Keanu Reeves.
Ooh.
No.
Oh man.
Well, and my
Wow.
guy's probably too old too. But I was thinking like Jackie Chan. I was trying to think of one of those Asian guys.
No, he's not in it.
But he's not.
No.
been in enough, or he's too old.
I would say all
who
of these
newer
people
guys?
are under 50.
Right.
One of them might be pushing. I can't remember how.
Well, has Ryan Reynolds been enough yet? I don't think he has.
Not action movies, no.
Yeah.
I think he's done enough different types of movies. I don't think he got
because he's been in
enough.
all these, but not enough of
Right,
in one
exactly.
category.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's probably smart for him though. Honestly, any black guys? What about Denzel?
Black girl.
A black girl. Halle Berry.
No.
Who are the black girls that have been in action
Denzel,
movies?
no.
That have been in action movies. Who am I missing?
How about
She
Mark
may not be
Wahlberg?
black, actually. No, let me say that.
Now you say
Mark
something.
Wahlberg. That's a good one. Yeah. Mark Wahlberg.
No.
It's funny to me because if you look at totality of movies, some of these guys we've mentioned would probably be at the top of the list.
I would say
But you
at
start
this,
doing
I'm just going to give
genres.
you a hint, lean toward Marvel.
Oh.
And I don't know if they all made their movie on Marvel, but they're
Chris Hemsworth?
most of these have. No.
Well, that's you go back to all the Chris's, like Chris Pine, Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah. Robert Downey Jr.
Chris
I know, I can't think of the
Evans.
guy's name.
Evans.
Chris Evans?
He's number 5.
Really?
Well, he's
5.23.
been-
The
Listen,
Captain America and all the
But he was also
all the
in,
Avengers.
He was
and
also
all
in
the,
Fantastic Four.
Yep,
He was also in this
Interesting.
movie I just watched called The Losers, which is action.
Wow.
He's been in a few. He's been in a few.
Well,
so
there
that
you go.
doesn't surprise me. Is that all
Knives
the
Out.
dudes?
No, there is one more guy.
Did
and then
anybody
2
say
Chris.
Mel Gibson?
No, that's
But
a
he
good
wasn't
pull.
in the Avengers.
Yeah.
He said both of them, right? Both of them?
both
Even the
of them
girl?
are Marvel. Are they both
Or just
Marvel?
all
I
the
would
dudes?
yeah, all the rest of all the other 4 I was
Have
saying.
some
Now there's 3.
association.
Oh, Scarlett Johansson.
She no,
But she's
didn't
not
make it,
black.
believe
You
it or
said the
not.
girl you
Oh.
thought might be black.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she is. I actually don't know what her nationality is.
Oh.
I'm trying to think of girls that have that are ethnic that are in Marvel.
She's done a lot of stuff though outside.
I
of
know,
this. She's
but
been
that's
in
what I
other
mean.
stuff.
Somebody that's done Marvel. That's
The girl from Avatar.
oh yeah, that's I know what you're talking about now. Saldana, Zoe,
Yeah, Zoe Saldana.
Is
Yeah,
that who it's Zoe?
She's
Zoe
number 3.
Saldana.
She was
Really?
she was in the Pirates movies too.
She
Oh,
was,
yeah, she was.
She was also
Didn't
in
think it-
Or at
again,
least one of them.
that movie Losers and
Uh-huh.
some other stuff.
Uh-huh.
The girl that I was thinking though that it doesn't matter, but she was also in Pirates and all. But there's another girl that's now the new something Pennyworth or something for Bond. The last one.
Yeah.
She was in Pirates, and she was
Money-
in some
Money
other
Penny.
stuff. Money
Yeah.
Penny,
Money
sorry.
Penny,
And
yeah.
so I can't think of her name, but
She
she
was the
was other things too. But I'm saying like
Calypso.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And then wait, the dude, right? We're still
Yeah.
got one more dude,
the dude is one of the
It's
biggest
not-
actors of all time.
and it's not of all time. Of all time,
but he's still younger, I would say. But he's been around a long time.
Not Downey Jr.
It is Downey
I
Jr.
thought somebody said him earlier.
No.
Wow.
If they did, I missed it. Sorry.
Yeah, and this
10
is action, right?
$10.5 billion.
Yeah. Well, the Iron Man movies alone probably made a lot of that.
Does
but he's
Weird
been in other
Science
stuff.
count as action?
Real quick,
He
Naomi.
wasn't in Weird
He was in
Science.
Weird Science. He was the
No,
villain.
he wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
He was the
Real.
villain
Yeah.
in Weird
The
Science.
antagonist. Yep.
Real quick, going back, Naomi Harris was Moneypenny.
Okay.
Naomi
Yeah,
Harris.
that's the one I was thinking of. That also, there's a couple, 2 or 3 actually black actors that are coming up that I think have a lot under their belt.
So we're into comedy now?
So yeah, though the action, you still got one more. It's a girl, and she
Oh.
also. I will say
I
she.
thought you said there were 2 girls. We got both girls.
Who was the other one you got?
The one that you have that we did. I thought we said 2 girls.
You didn't- nobody said this one.
Oh,
She's got
Yeah,
famous. she's got
Zoe.
famous sisters as well.
we just said Zoe, and then I thought we had somebody else, or was that the
Somebody
last
said
one?
Scarlett, but she wasn't on here.
No, for action,
Yeah.
and she has sisters.
Famous sisters.
Not the
yeah.
Olsen girl.
Yep.
Come on.
What?
How does the Olsen girl beat out, like for instance, Scarlett?
I don't know.
She's been in more Marvel
she
movies
must have been in
and
other
more
stuff.
action stuff.
I
What
know.
the heck is Olsen in that's action besides
I know.
What's the name?
the stupid?
Elizabeth Olsen?
Yeah. What that's made that kind of money?
Yeah.
There has to be another franchise she was a part of or something. Oh, there
Yeah,
was.
right.
I just saw recently. I can't think of it, but there was something else. She was in the Godzilla thing. Actually, I don't know if that's counted as action.
Oh yeah.
She was the wife of the main character, who was her brother in the Marvel movie. You know the brother that died?
Yeah.
That she was her husband.
You're right.
They were married in the Godzilla movie.
WandaVision, Doctor Strange,
Movies.
Old Boy,
All the Strange,
Avengers,
all the Strange.
Martha Marcy, Avengers.
Yeah, but even just
Yeah.
looking at Scarlett
Wonder,
or
Avengers,
Zoe were in
Captain
all that stuff
America.
too.
And this is
Yeah, Godzilla.
How does Zoe or that other girl go past Scarlett? That's weird.
Yeah, I'm looking as far as action movies go. Red Lights. I never heard of that.
Ah, well, whatever.
Yeah.
It really
Anyways.
probably about that top list. They just made a lot of money. But
let's get into comedy.
Okay.
okay.
One of these,
How many guys,
I
how
will
many
say
girls?
there is only one woman on here, and you'll
Got
probably
it.
never guess who it is.
Yeah, you might be surprised. I'm just kidding.
I would be surprised
joking.
if you got it. 'Cause she is like I know who she is, but her name is so obscure.
Yeah.
But one of the guys has already been on another list.
Been on another list. I can't remember the other lists.
Oh, that's got to be Ben Stiller.
It is Ben Stiller. Also
course.
number 5. He was on
comedy.
5 on romance and comedy.
That's
Wow.
true. Yeah, he's been a lot.
3.2 billion for comedy.
Yeah. I wonder if any of those movies over.
How about Will Ferrell?
Nope. Believe it or not.
Wow.
Comedy. Well, Kevin Hart. It's probably too soon for
And I
him.
would say that they
Not
also
Eddie.
included animation in this.
So no Kevin
So-
Hart, no
Oh,
Eddie
Steve
Murphy.
Carell.
No.
I was thinking Eddie Murphy. Yeah.
Steve Carell is number 3. Eddie Murphy is number 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The other two, good luck.
Really?
Robin Williams.
You'll probably know both their names, but I don't think you'll pull either one of these
Comedy
names.
movies. So are you saying that because maybe they're not the stars of these movies? they're in?
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
So who shows up in a lot of? Well, that's why I thought Will Ferrell would, because he's in a lot of movies like Samuel Jackson.
Buscemi.
I will say
Yeah, Buscemi.
lean toward
Buscemi.
SNL on
Right,
number
right,
1.
right.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
David Spade.
Not David Spade.
Adam
no.
Sandler.
It's not Adam
or
Sandler.
that other guy, Jason Sudeikis.
Nope. I would
Okay.
go even a little more obscure than those two.
Really?
Wow.
What's his
Bill
face?
Murray.
No, but also recent.
Bill Murray.
Steve Martin.
I don't even
No.
know if I know all these guys.
No, I would say more recent SNL, like in the last. I'm going to say 10
I don't know all
years.
their names. I can see faces, but I don't know these guys'
You'll
names.
know his name.
Bill.
Hader.
Yeah.
He's number 1.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
doesn't surprise me. He's in a lot of movies.
Right,
A
yeah.
lot of cameos.
I was like, I saw his name on there at first, and I was like,
When you're
wait,
just
what?
talking about that movie and how much it grossed,
Well,
there's a lot of cameos.
He's made a lot of his money in Pixar movies, doing
Right,
voices.
Voices, yeah.
Like John
Oh.
Ratzenberger is in like almost every Pixar movie.
yeah.
Cloudy
So I'm
with a chance. Cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
Yep.
1 and 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And then number 4 is a woman.
Okay.
She's
That's
older.
the only woman on the list.
He's older. I believe she was a comedian
A lot of
years
voice,
ago.
A lot of
Probably.
voiceover work. Ton of voiceover.
Do you think
work.
she does a lot of voiceover too, or has
Tons
she
of
been the
voiceover.
star of the
I'm
movies?
trying to think of anything I've
Amy
seen her
Poehler?
in recently. No,
Is she black or white?
white
Tina Fey?
and short and blonde and older.
Well, that's a lot of ex-comedians. I'm just kidding.
Her
Yeah,
last,
I
her
thought
last name
Tina
is a
Fey was a
verb.
good guess. I thought Tina Fey was a good
Last name
guess.
is a verb.
Go.
Walker.
Walker. Yeah. I'm guessing. Any movie she's been in?
I'm trying to think,
Especially if she's not the main character?
Let's say Jumanji.
Oh, did she play the... She wasn't the... She had to play like... If she's older... not that girl. The country girl? The Bonnie something or other?
Bonnie Hunt.
Really?
Yeah.
Bonnie
She's
Hunt?
number 4. Yeah.
Bonnie Hunt.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
3.23 million.
That's interesting. She had her own TV show
Yeah.
for a little bit. I mean, she was a big comic when she was in. She
Right.
must have been doing a lot of side work or
It's
something.
mostly
since then.
voiceover.
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah.
interesting.
There's your list.
She was.
a ton of
Wasn't she the
voiceover work.
wife in Green Mile? Wasn't she
Maybe.
Tom's wife in Green Mile?
I don't
might have been.
remember.
That's
She
not a
might-
comedy,
She might have been,
but
yeah.
she was. You
So
know,
check this out for voiceover work. If I
She's been in
just go through this, Cars, Toy Story 3,
Oh yeah,
Monsters Inc., Toy Story 4,
You see that it's all-
Zootopia, Bugs Life.
that's that same company. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not Pixar though, is it? Or is that all
that's
Pixar?
That's all Disney Pixar. Yeah,
It is Pixar.
Yeah, Toy
I was thinking of
Story.
the other one, DreamWorks.
all the Toy Story.
Oh yeah.
She's the one. What does she play in Cars?
She was in Rain Man as well.
Yeah, you're right.
But if I scroll through, there's a ton of movies.
But again, not a comedy.
Right.
But yeah, all that voiceover work.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little misleading because it's
Yeah.
like, okay, it'd be better to have said movies that
Yeah, there's Rain Man.
either you starred in or maybe. But so I take back my original statement. They may not necessarily be commanding big bucks, all these people, because
She was
they
in-
may not even be the draw.
she was
It
in
just
Jerry
happened.
Maguire.
Yes, she was. She
Yeah.
played the sister. She was the sister.
The remakes
there's
of
the Green Mile. The Green
Cheaper
Mile.
by the
Yeah.
Dozen was Steve Martin. That's what I was
Oh,
picturing
sure.
her as a wife, and
Yeah,
I'm
There it
like,
is.
what
Cheaper
Cheaper
movie
by
was
the,
it?
cheaper by the
yeah,
dozen,
that's
right
a
there.
yeah, that's what it
Beethoven.
was.
Yep.
Oh, Beethoven.
Beethoven.
Yeah, those are. She's been in some stuff, obviously, good stuff.
Yep.
A lot of family stuff. A lot of, that's great.
Yeah.
More power to her. Cool. Well, who's your highest grossing comedic actor? I'm just kidding. In the
Who's your
chat.
grossest comedic? Wait, no.
Who were you most surprised by on
There
that
you
list?
go. Who
Yeah.
you were
Yeah.
surprised
Didn't
the most?
make it.
Exactly. And what is your favorite genre?
I think
What
there was
is
kind
your
of
quest?
there was a cutoff though on the time. There's a date cutoff on their list because there's got to be like Robin Williams and
Well, they're probably not accounting for
huge.
royalties. They're just looking at when it was in the box. It was in
Gross.
the
Yes,
box
yeah.
office.
Yeah,
It's just
okay.
box office. So
Okay,
while it
yep.
was there. And so their money isn't going to, they might have sold as many or more tickets, but not as much money
more
because those
volume
tickets,
but less money,
they didn't
Right.
generate as much income. But they also cost a lot less to make.
right? Yeah. So the
So-
percentage wise, it'd be
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're just going raw numbers,
Yeah.
it'd be interesting to see how much profit.
Yeah, there
know,
you go. Yeah,
that-
gross,
that- maybe
profit
they
margin.
did that, but I mean, if it's
Profit
just
margin, yeah, I
gross,
don't know.
it'd have to be net.
Right.
If it's gross, then
Yeah.
they could have made 200 million. Maybe it cost them 220 to make it.
Right.
I mean, but
Yep.
what
Was the
it?
overhead.
Avatar or whatever, one of these other movies like
Yeah.
that. Well, guys, thanks for joining us this week. We hope you enjoyed as we close out summer. We did a movie category, so that was kind of cool. And if you get a chance, go see one of the summer blockbusters that you haven't seen before yet, or see one again.
Yeah.
And eat some popcorn
Do it.
from me, your buddy John, and the rest of the crew at the Comedy Food Truck Podcast. We out.
We out.
Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
We out.